Welcome back. This camcorder run out of power, but I'm only charging 10 minutes. But I make room one more final video today. I'm uploading my English car videos uploading. So, but I made the last many days in my language Danish. I made like 80 video in my language. Now looking this automobile industry, the global by country. I made 2 days, 30 videos on 2 days. And I look the Toyota brand. I did yesterday. I make 17 videos in my language Danish. Then I make a video. I have to record more of this video in English. Then I make this video today about the automotive industry in South Korea. The Hyundai Kia. I make 4 videos, actually 5 videos. And I made, but that's my language Danish, nobody's watching. I made about Hyundai Motor Company. And I made about this Mazda Kia Bongo car. And the Mazda Bongo. And 20 views. So nobody's watching this. And the Kia brand. I have like 10 views. Very low number of views. And I made this only 6 days ago. 6 days ago I made my first Danish this playlist, but I have 1,000 other videos. I have 1,000 other videos. I was looking on the cheap cars for sale. This says get a driver license for car. Car is like a emergency shelter, emergency housing, and a place to sleep. My opinion about electric cars. I have 200 views. And the Kia, the Hyundai. So I have to do this in my language, in English, so I make this today. I make this video today. Soon it's actually got 53 views. Welcome. New automotive industry playlist. That's I'm talking about this playlist. I talk about my video. I only got $1,000 every month. I got $1,000 every month after my bills. This video I talk about I need some more money for cars and accommodations, place to sleep, and fuel. Cars, fuel, accommodation, food. Then I just read this 2 video I'm uploading. So the global automotive industry is very close connected to international politics and international economic. If the international economic is booming and people are happy and the house pricing is getting up a lot. So many homeowners, many 100 millions of owners, the last many years, the last 10 years, the home prices, the housing prices maybe have got up 100%. So they make billions of dollars in income to owning a house. So many of these homeowners, many of these house owners and apartment owners, they are borrow money from their expensive house or apartment. They borrow cheap housing loans with low interest, and then they use the money to buy luxury cars. They are buying like German luxury cars and new electric luxury cars more than $100,000. So they're raising housing prices, fuel the sales of the global sales of the cars, the automobiles, because many hundreds of millions owning a home. The price of the housing getting up, but that means it's of course getting more expensive to buy an apartment or house. But if you're owning a house in the last 20 years around a big city like in New York City or anywhere, London, Paris, Norway, everywhere, in Florida, if you bought a house 15 years ago in Florida, in Miami, probably if you buy a house $1 million, like 15 years ago, the house is maybe $3 million now. So they make a lot of money to just owning a house. So many millions, 100 million people, they can afford to buy all these nice cars. So the high housing prices helps to sell all these millions, this 90 millions of cars. Because people with a low income like me, they're not buying a car to $100,000. You not go down and buy a brand new electric cars like $50,000 or $100,000. You not do that because you have a very low income. Like me, I have $1,000 and I pay all my bills and payments to my debt. I have $1,000. If I calculate, I got $300 my YouTube money. I'll get $300 my YouTube money, and next month I will have about $1,000. But that's for everything. That's for food. That's food, pocket money. So if I did own a car, that's $1,000 was to my car and fuel and food, pocket money, everything. Hotels, at camping grounds, camping place. It was while I was traveling by car, I need to pay somewhere to sleep somewhere every night. So you cannot do much, just $1,000, and my country is one of the most expensive countries in the whole world. But I have learned how to buy cheap food. I just eat rice. Just buy a cheap rice. That's $3 rice. Pasta. I just made fried potato and butter today. Or buy carrots and onions, fried onions on rice, and soy sauce, ketchup. Need one more cola, and I just buy the discount soda, not buy Coca-Cola, not buy the brand. Like I do the food, I just buy discount names. That's chopped tomato, I just make it with rice. But you can make pasta and chopped tomato, you can do that. And if I see something cheap like sausages, I buy a lot of cheap sausages, put in my deep freeze. I fry and put on the rice. We need another cola. So I need to raise my income, my YouTube money, if I should have a car. my YouTube money is only $300. What could be very good if I can get like $1,000. If I can raise my YouTube money from $300 a month to $1,000, then I could afford actually to have a car and driving a bit. In my country you can charging your electric car like unlimited, less $150 my country. You can sign up a monthly agreement to charge your electric car on the public, on some public chargers, like 900 Danish kroners once. That's about less $150. So you can travel really cheap. But the problem is you're not getting any second-hand electric cars really less $10,000. Electric cars cost a lot of money and the battery is very small. They only have like a 20 kilowatt battery, like the Renault Zoe and Nissan Leaf. 10 years old Nissan Leaf and 10 years old Renault Zoe electric cars with tiny batteries, 20 kilowatt. That's what you can get less $10,000. Then you have to charge in your car every 150 kilometers. But that's much cheaper because you can charge your car like 900 Danish months. Like that's 900 Danish and 7 Danish is $1 divided 7 is like $130. $130 months. You can charging your electric car in my country Denmark. And then you can drive around my whole country. $130 every month. That's capital Copenhagen. I'm living up north, this area up here. The rich people living up north, but I'm not rich. The rich people are living this beach road. But the housing is very expensive. All that cost like 1 million a small apartment. But you can driving electric car all over here. Just $130 months. That's Jutland, that's Germany, the Hamburg is down here. I have a Europe map. So that's yes, Denmark is here. That's Copenhagen. That's this area there, Flensborg is there. Then you got Hamburg down there. So you can drive down Germany. That's United Kingdom. They have a lot of automotive industry in United Kingdom. They're making more like 900, like close to 1 million cars. Of course, Germany, they have a lot of car factories in Germany. In Germany, they have a lot of car factories. But we'll not look at this now. I need to buy a new map because this is very old. And this is very old too. That's more than 10 years old. So I'm going to read about this tomorrow. So they're making this 92 million cars. And I have this list of car brands all over the world. There's many hundreds of car brands you never heard about, and this list just going on and on and on. Many, like 500 car brands. So that's why I'm going to look at this. So Toyota, but that's sold, but the number of sold vehicles is close to what they're producing. They're not making millions of cars. They're not selling. So Hyundai is actually Hyundai is South Korea, but I think India will in few years India will triple, make the car production like 100-200%. India will go to more than 20 million cars. They will just get, because there's 1,400 million people in India. I have this. India is super large country, but we're going to read about it. I have it open somewhere else. In India, but let's close it. But India, just like to record the population. India got like 1.4 billion population. Like 1,400 million population. So you can easily sell 100 million cars. You can sell 100 million cars in India, or 200 million cars. You can sell an unlimited number of cars, because every year many million in India, they are getting out of poverty. Many millions, they are getting raise in their income, so they have work, and then they can afford to borrow money. That's the same in China. Many millions every year can afford to go travel, buy airplane tickets, buy new cars, borrow money to get a car. But that's housing. The cost of housing is very high in most countries. Even in China and India, I think the cost of housing in Delhi and Mumbai is probably getting up and up and up, like everywhere. But you can buy an old car, like few $1,000s. You can get a lot of old cars, less $5,000. You can use your car as an emergency shelter. You can use your car like a shelter. You can sit sleeping. Many of the car seats is very high quality, like in the American SUV. The car seats is like a sofa, a couch. They are very high, like a massage chair. They have luxury seats in this big American SUVs and Mercedes and the big Volvo. So you can sit sleeping like a luxury seat in an airplane, like a business class seat in an airplane, or first class seat. I think many seats in the expensive car you can pull back. You can put back a lot and lay down, sleeping a bit. I think you get United States. You get a lot of old cars, only $5,000, like $5,000 or $10,000. You can choose from hundreds of thousands old cars, second-hand cars in the United States. So but now I got started, I will continue, but I need many weeks. I need many weeks and months to read all this. That's Antelope, because we have a car called Kia Bongo and Mazda Bongo. We have a car called that. That's production by countries. That's production by car brand. Car brands. Automotive industry, actually. We can close this. Let's close it, because going to read the next one. What we have to move, this one is a Chinese state-owned. We have to move to my Chinese brand. Let's clean. I think I got the Stellantis, but Renault. The Stellantis not owning Renault yet. Let's put it like here. Duplicate. Put it like here. The Dongfeng Motor is a Chinese state-owned car manufacturer. The Beijing Automotive Group. Now we out of power again. The Dongfeng is a state-owned automobile manufacturer. That's the same there. And Greeley and BRD. So let's find it and close it. So I'm going to read all this, like history of electric cars. Dongfeng Denza is a car brand below BRD, I think. So that's this Chinese BRD auto owned by, we have to move it somewhere down here. BMW. Need to move it down here. But my camcorder is out of power again. Duplicates. Insert. Denza. Denza is a luxury brand below this, beer like Lexus, Toyota, Lexus, and the Hyundai Genesis. They're making some Denza luxury cars. We're going to look at all this and read about it. So they're making some really nice cars in China, like this one. I like this one. I've seen this before. So they're making some really nice car in China, like this one. It's looking super nice. But I have a low income. I have a low Danish pension, so I cannot afford to buy no, that's a plug-in hybrid car. I think, but we have to close this Denza. Close it down. So I'm going to read this tomorrow. And now it's at 9 p.m. But that will take me many weeks and months to do this. Read about all this, many big car brands. And all economic crisis and energy crisis. And all kind of stuff. The industry stuff. Trade wars. the United States, China trade wars we need to look at and stuff, but not today. I like to go to bed.